My name is Amine. I work at the UCLouvain, where I am a member of the research group HLab Plus on Humane Management and Society. I am a researcher for SUSHY, Sustainable Hybrid Work Research Project, and I'm also a PhD candidate at UCLouvain. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about what I do. My research is about the characteristics of hybrid work in universities. You've probably heard of hybrid work or other terms such as telework, remote work, distributed work, or flexible work. All of which were used to refer to the delocalization of work from the organization and its relocalization elsewhere. Well, I see you raising your eyebrows. How can these words mean the same thing? And I'm here to tell you that they don't. They really don't. And that's just one of the contributions of our research. Here's how you can identify hybrid work. Hybrid work is characterized by 5 attributes. The first is the multitude of work locations. The second is the temporal distribution of work between spaces. The third is the use of ICTs, information and communication technologies for work. The fourth is the activity-based choice of workspaces and work times. And the fifth and last attribute is flexibility. Based on that, we can say that by relying on communication technologies, hybrid work provides employees with a certain flexibility to distribute their work in time and space based on their activities. But what does it have to do with universities? Here's the deal. Work at universities has always been hybrid, at least for the academic personnel. We have talked about the 5 attributes of hybrid work. Well, by these criteria, the flexibility or freedom of working from the office, teaching from a classroom, doing research in a lab, or attending a conference is just another day at the office for academics. Of course, these imply temporal distribution to match specific work tasks with suitable workplaces. And it goes without saying that academic employees rely on ICTs to communicate. From the classical telephone to the cutting-edge laptop, tech was always part of the deal for academics. But here's the deal. Academics are not the only bunch working at universities. There are also administrative staff, and those have a totally different story to tell about their hybrid work. Contrary to their academic counterparts, they have only recently been granted remote working options, basically post-COVID. Options that are structural and formalized in rigid policies. True, they rely on ICTs to work, but who doesn't today? But often the standardized hybrid work organization of the administrative staff is not remotely comparable to the self-management flexibility of the academic staff. So here we are with 2 hybrid works on our hand. A dichotomy that raises organizational and managerial questions. The interaction between a traditional autonomous hybrid work practice of the academic personnel and the recent structural hybrid work practice of the administrative staff creates new spaces of interaction between the two. It reshapes existing norms of collaboration and what it means to be a performant employee. Ultimately, my research aims at asking the following questions. How, in the context of universities, where multiple, often polarly different practices coexist, does hybrid working reflect on universities' working communities? And how does it re-regulate both implicit and explicit performance management norms? This was Amine pitching his research. If you want to get in touch, feel free to contact me or simply drop a comment down below. Thank you for tuning in.